What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of ModSauce. That's right. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing pretty good. In fact, I'm doing better than normal. You know why? Because I was just reading the comments of the last video, and man, oh man, you guys blew my mind. Holy cow, so many good suggestions, so many helpful things for building here around KingCo. I am so happy. I'm so glad that I have such wonderful and artistic viewers. Oh my goodness, I learned so much from you guys. Keep it up. I appreciate it so much. Let's just bang right into some of the stuff. We've been working around KingCo, trying to make it look better, trying to actually finally finish this base. This is going to be the series where I completely finish some build, some Gigantor base. In almost every season, I guess I've finished them kind of, but I've never really had vision this big, and I always end up leaving odds and ends undone. But this time, yes, it's going to get done. That's our mission. We're not going to do completely building today, but I want to try and add in a lot of the stuff that you guys have suggested. One of the things, a lot of people said, I should, in this drawbridge area, obviously this white's too much. That was just kind of a template palette. But man, you guys said I should add in a bunch of glass, first of all, for viewing down into KingCo, down into the depths, into the basement, and I think this looks amazing. Now, using the white stained glass, and I'm using the vanilla one, I think it looks really good. White was one of the colors I never tried because I thought the last thing we need in KingCo is more white. Man, was I sorely mistaken. It does everything that I wanted. It blends in well, it doesn't stick out, you can see through, but it's just, I don't know. I think it's perfect. Even more so, the whole problem that I've been having with the windows, I think the white looks absolutely stupendous. I think it fits in perfect. I was using all before clear textured glass or non, where the sides would connect, I guess connected textured glasses. And that's what was giving me the problem. And this really does fix it. It's not perfect, but I think it's pretty close too. I can't really imagine anything that would be better. So I've been slowly adding in, and man, you need a lot of glass for this, but I've been slowly adding in glass to all the sides, and I put down a single layer so that we can go ahead and use the builder's wand here. But I think this is so cool. I'm so happy, and it finally gives the look from both the inside and the outside that I wanted, where it blends right. It doesn't add in too much more weird color, weird anything. It just fits perfect. It looks like it was meant to be. So thank you for commenting it. So helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill in a lot of stuff here. Now, of course, having now the glass on the sides, this is going to add in another problem because we're used to being able to fly right in and out of our windows to get around. So now that this is blocked off, we're going to have to find a different solution for getting in and out, which I think should be pretty easy. But something we got to be aware of. Now, I've also been a little nervous about putting in this much. I've heard especially with any of the colored glasses, it does lower your frame rate. And I can vaguely notice it. I'm actually seeing possibly 20 to 50 frames less, which is a lot, but I think it will be a good payoff. I think this is something that KingCo absolutely needed. So I'm going to work on that. I'm going to have to craft up. Let's get more of this glass crafted up. Glass, I have another 216, but let's craft up a couple thousand. Let's craft up 5,000. We're probably going to need it. So that's going to go on in the background. Next, the whole carpet situation. Some people like it. Some people hate it. I'm still, I like it, but don't love it. And the problem was just finding a good transition. So I'm still up in the air on that and how we're going to do it. But I think close up, it doesn't look that bad. It's mainly when you fly up and look at it from a distance. And it's still not horrible. We're not going to worry about that yet. However, if we did keep it, it was suggested maybe we could try some red stained glass to matching with this in our draw. And by the way, this is all, for those of you that are just coming in and don't know, this floor we're able to extend in or out via drawbridge. So pretty cool. So it just opens up. So it's just so we can run over it when we want to, and it's more for effect. So I'm thinking of maybe trying to, I just want to see what it looks like today. And it's still much slower. That's always going to be a thing, guys, when we do the drawbridges. But I was thinking of maybe trying red stained glass just to test out, just to see what it would look like, because it would kind of give that whole red carpet extension over. So I think that might be cool. Believe it or not, we're running low on red dye, so we're going to go have to look at our dye situation just for a little bit and figure things out. Let me see. Other things that were suggested to throw out there beyond that. A lot of people were saying that in here, I should try and have something that's like a blinky block, kind of like our controller, which actually I think by doing the glass, it lets the controller sort of stick out more. But saying put in something there, so that might be cool. Again, I'm very much, almost most of the decisions I make in building is based on frame rate, is based on how much it affects my frame rate. I'm a frame rate whore. I love getting high frame rate, and I mean, I'm looking at trying to always have it well over 100, and in any case I can, 200 plus would be amazing. I know a lot of you guys can't even get to that on your computer, and on modded in especially it's kind of unheard of unless you're just like freshly spawning in the world. So to be able to have all the stuff that we have at Kingco and still be at a high frame rate, that's priceless. Priceless. So I'm very weary about what I add in. Now that's a big reason I haven't used carpenter blocks or too many half slabs or too many of any type of block that could lower my frame rate. Carpenter's blocks in particular, those cool little diagonally blocks, let's look at them. I know you guys know what I'm talking about, but in case you don't, carpenter blocks, you can do so much. It's such a cool thing, and I feel a little bit bad that I don't use it more. But let's, for instance, take this marble. So at any point, we could like make our base look way cooler by having all sorts of slanty, diagonally blocks like that. And then, I guess, just to match it with that, then go like that. Which makes everything look so much cooler, so much sleeker. And I'm tempted to do, but if I go and you look at the size of Kingco and we put in that much, oh my god, that would destroy my frame rate. So it is something that I want to add in eventually in some spots that really, really benefit from it, but anywhere that I can avoid doing it for the frame rate, I'm going to, because I'm the one that has to play in it, and I don't want to be playing in cruddy frame rate. In any case, for our floor now, I feel it necessary that I address a lot of these comments. For our floor down here, we're having the problem with bats. For the temporary, I just threw in glowstone, chisel glowstone, whatever. Doesn't look that great, but solves the bat problem for now. You guys had a lot of good suggestions for that, and also for the hidden lighting. And one thing I wanted to test out, which I hadn't before, and I was not even aware of, is I guess with glowstone, okay, with a carpenter's block, supposedly, you can throw down a carpenter's block, you can throw down whatever you want on it, and then click glowstone on it, and it was supposed to make it glow. That's what I thought someone said. Don't, oh, man, this is so cool. So I guess it changes it into a glowstone block, or just those single sides. That is crazy. You can make multi-sided blocks just like that. That's nutballs. All right, let's tear it down and get all your blocks back. Let's figure this out. How does this work? Okay, so you do a glowstone block. Then, okay, I bet you this is what it is. A glowstone block. Then you can change the sides. Oh, man. That's kind of bonkers. Now, I don't like how it sticks out like that, but I'm wondering how we could do this. So I bet you if this was in the floor, so if we knock that out, let's just see how this does now. So I bet you if this was in the floor, And then we used what our floor block was. Okay. And then I'm curious. Ooh, that was okay, that's the carpenter's block. Then we went maybe like on the bottom and went like that. Does that still give light out the top? I don't know. We need to test this. We need to go into a dark area. I'm thinking this is what people were saying to do. Or no, it was the other way around. I'm sorry. We go like this. We go glowstone. And then on the top, we do whatever our material is. And it does slightly stick out, which isn't the super coolest, but with that texture, it's not like hyper noticeable. Now that would be kind of the same as just putting a microblock cover, but I don't think light goes through the microblock cover. That I don't know either. But anyway, this was a super cool suggestion. Thank you guys for that. Now there's one other way too. I heard in Ender.io there is a thing called a block painter, and I think we can just put down glowstone and then color it. Trying to grab that guy. Color to whatever block we want. So that could be a thing as well. So I think I want to test that out. But let's first, we'll go get some white dye, or excuse me, go check out our dye production to see what's going on. And just see, because I think there's something we're going to have to make a small change about over there. Slip's looking for the meteors. You remember, guys, when we were looking for meteors? That was the most annoying, difficult thing ever. They're so slow. You just have to AFK in space waiting. Okay, so we're going over to our spawners. And this was a setup we did quite a bit ago. It was the only Botania thing that we did. We're using this crumble Horn of the Wild. And the Horn of the Wild's pretty cool. What it does is it clears out any grass or flowers. It's so awesome. And then you pick up all the dyes. So what we did is we made this little scenario, autonomous activator, which ends up being kind of like a player. Do we have this set to only the first slot? Okay, cool. And what we have is over here, we have this feeding in bones, which, by the way, this is no longer working properly because of the Ender receiver. We'll look at that again in a minute. Then we have power coming over from this guy right here. It's the last thing that I have powered, I think, by Ender Pearls. But Ender Pearls are being fed into this. I could just throw a Tesseract over there now. But any case, the power's powering this. The bones were feeding in wirelessly through the Ender transceiver. They're getting sag milled up. Yeah, sag milled up into bone meal. And then we're getting bone meal put into this autonomous activator. So when I flip the switch, it's going to feed in bones, put in the bone meal, plant the bone meal, and then use the Horn of the Wild to pick up all the stuff. And then this guy over here, this little advanced item collector, is picking up all the flowers, all the seeds, all that good stuff. And this is where I was also sending out the bones. But then this is sending to our AE system down here, and then putting all those seeds and what we really want, all the flowers for the dyes, and put in our system. So we just get, we want to turn that off. We are just getting like all the dye colors. So automated dye farm, super cool, super easy, super simple. So that's very cool. Now in the last update, I'm going to shut this off for a moment. In the last update of extra utilities, I think it was in the most recent update, this got changed. The Ender receiver used to do, and I have it pulled up here so you can see. In fact, this description I think's always said only energy, and we found out that you could do items and liquids and stuff through it, but then it's now changed back. I don't know if that's intended permanently, that it only will do energy now, or not. But basically you have the receiver and the transmitter. So the transmitter will, whatever items go into the thing, node with that, will wirelessly push it over to here and then go into there. But that's no longer working. So we're going to have to find a new setup for getting the bones over. And we could just have bone meal feed into it and let it not be. I liked having this be kind of its own system. But to fix this, let's see, real easy fix. How many wires do we have left? Can we see how many signals that we have available? I think we have a lot. Alright, so I think that's only using 4 of the signals. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and then I probably have a 4th somewhere. Okay. So that's doing all those signals. And let's get rid of all this junk. All this junk. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So to fix this scenario, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to move this guy, this interface that's feeding in the bones. I think all I have to do is move it up here. It's going to be a little ugly, so I think we're going to redo the entire system eventually. But in fact, let's just add a new one since we have so many more stuff. So we've got this new one. This we should be able to just set right like that. Okay. And then from here, let's take this guy. Oh, crud. Got picked up over there. It's okay. We got another one. And that one's back in my system anyway. But let's take this guy right here. I guess we'll set him like that. And let's put up our things. We want the Y in particular to be bigger. But we'll push it up. We'll push it up high. Okay. So now this will pick up all the items that it drops to go into there. And then we have to have this always get filled up with bones. So this one currently, when you take the bones out, it just refills again. So with this one, we'll do the same. And now we just got to wire that up to our AE system. So, again, I know it's ugly. I know it's ugly. I know. Don't worry about it. This is no longer working with the bones, so kind of pointless. So we'll just knock. Oh, it gets picked up right away. Let's just wire this over. And I don't want to obstruct anything with the ground because it takes up some of the spawning space, but some of the space that you can bone meal with. Boom. So that should basically fix whatever problem we were having. And we can now take that out. And this guy, let me just double check there's nothing else. Bones. Okay. That was it. So that should be able to fix the problem. This should be able to refill with bones. And I have it also, see this little redstone thing? That's making it so that this node, see if I pull that out, it works. But when there's a redstone signal, it shuts it off. And I wanted that on purpose. So now when I do that, it should be all good. And we can see that's filling up. All the items are getting picked up. Perfect. Awesome. So I'm just going to have to find a better way to do the wiring. But other than that, I think we're all good. I think we're all good and we have that fixed. So now we have red dye. Let me throw in, and I'm going to let that run for a little while because we need a bunch of red dye. We were totally out. But yes, let's try this now with doing the red path. Oh, baby. So I was just rereading some of the comments just to see what people were saying. So I had it wrong. Check this out. You put the carpenter's block down, then you right-click it with glowstone. Or no, you shift right-click it with glowstone. There you go. That's what it was. You have to shift it. Now it's a glowing block. You can see the glowstone. We had a full stack. Now it's 63. Then you can put whatever color block you want. And now that's a glowstone block? That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I got to see this again just to make sure. You know how I am about testing. I never believe anything until I test it myself. All right. So let's go like that. Let's bring this room up. Oh, we have night vision. Crap. All right. Well, we'll still be able to see in the in our little mode. So if we go right here, we can see block lighting. Where is it? Switching between here and vanilla. Okay, so right next to where it says Highlands, the LC Highlands, and it says block lighting 0, sunlight 0, and I guess what's that, real light or something like that. Okay, so now we take the carpenter's block. It's all 0. Now this should, I think, as soon as we shift right click it, boom, 12. Look at that. And it's still 12. That is awesome. That is awesome. So hopefully, I'm hoping that this, if it's a full block carpenter's block, I'm hoping that doesn't affect frame rate at all. But that may be the easiest solution. That may be even easier than this block painter thing from Ender.io. But I think I'll still check that out just to find out, because I'd like to learn. I like to, even if I don't use a mod, I like to learn how it works, just so I know for future times. I tried the red glass. The red on the good side does kind of match in with it, but I don't really like the way it looks. In fact, I liked the lighter glass better for viewing down. So it does help to break this room up a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be a thing. But it was a good suggestion. I liked it. Thank you. Bam. So I'm almost thinking now, I'm wondering if maybe it just wouldn't look horrible if we did all white stained glass. So that might be a thing. That might be a thing. I still got to play around with it. Let me see. And we got oh, you know, I crafted up the 5,000 of that white stained glass. I put in all the windows, and we only have 1,600 left. It's ridiculous how quickly it goes through. I really can't believe it. I was thinking, oh, that's going to be so much. We're not going to need that much. Nope, we do. Dang it. I hate when it does this. So I'm trying to, it's actually only 15 blocks, but I'm doing 16. That should be the center one. Let's just change it. Now this is kind of weird. Check this out. When I do that, oh, before it was making the white glass look like it was red. Yeah, see? No, we took out red glass, but it made it look like it was white glass, which I found very bizarre. I think it was just a visual glitch. But anyway, okay, so that's all fixed up. It's a real pain in the butt to replace all these. I'm not going to do that all on camera, but we do have all this white stained glass in, so that's cool. There's just this one last center one that I got to deal with, and we'll do that in a minute. But check this out, our vibrant capacitor bank. I've got it now to the 16 by 16, almost full chunk. This is the last one we got to put in. I've been saving it so I could do it with you guys, and bam! Look at that. This is so bonkers. Like, a lot of you guys, I'm not sure if you understood. Like, yes, this is a lot of power storage. It is crazy nutballs. But, I mean, there's a lot of other stuff that has super high crazy storage. I mean, again, this is 25.6 billion. I don't think I've ever had that much power in any mod pack ever saved up, especially in this small of a space. But what makes it even crazier is that the output, a lot of you guys don't understand that, what output is for RF, like the input output. And you'd say, like, for instance, I had one comment asking, how come you don't use the resonant energy cells? Where are you? Resonant energy cell. So let's craft one of these up just so that we can look. What's going on right now? Why are you filled up? Uh-oh. Is something going on? Uh-oh. Something's going on in our system. Funky. And I have a feeling it could be because of that Botania thing. It says there's no active crafting jobs. Did a recipe on this change? Seems like a lot of stuff for just one. What are we missing? Oh, it's because I have coal powder. All right, that's another topic. But anyway, that was besides the point. Where's a resonant energy cell? Let me get one. We'll be right back so I can finish my point. All right, guys. So here's the problem. When making the Enderium blend, that required this pyrotheum dust. And that I still have in the recipe. Let's clear that out. I still have in the recipe the old coal powder from Ender.io, because we used to use Ender.io like versions of stuff for everything. Now in the recent update, that is like no longer a thing. The Ender.io, everything now is making thermal foundation, which it's the same exact thing. I'm kind of angry that our system didn't recognize that. But I've been having to go around, see now, then change that to pulverized coal. Change the recipes for everything that use that coal powder. And again, it's the same thing. It's just the way that the mod reads it. But now that's all set. And let's just make sure. Is there any other pulverized silver? And it's good, guys, when you're doing your recipes to always make sure that you're using the right one. Sometimes it'll know the difference. But anyway, so now we can make our resonant energy cell. Resonant. All right, boom. Cool. Everything's all good. I had a separate thing crafting up. Let me cancel that. Bam. Got it. Okay. So this guy in itself, it's not that expensive. The 4 Endurium ingots plus all the earlier tier one. And this guy can hold in that one single block. What is that? 50 million? So that's pretty crazy. But see there where it says in out, it's only 10,000 RF a tick. Okay, so each one of these are 10,000 RF a tick. Then let's look at another wire. We're not going to go too crazy. I just want to make sure that you guys understand this. This wire, okay, this is the energy conduit. This can transfer 20,000 RF a tick. So it would be able to transfer 2 of these guys' outputs through it. Anything beyond that, it's not able to. It's kind of like if this was a sink filling up with water and this was your drain, your sink would overflow if you added in more than 2 of these because the water or the energy is filling up faster than it can drain out. Now, power per tick, input and output, has always been a huge thing and has always been a struggle. And that's why you have to upgrade your wires over time and stuff like that. Now, this is the first power storage block that I know of. Ever since maybe the only thing else that maybe came close was like some stuff in the old Greg Tech. I'm not sure. I haven't played new Greg Tech, so I don't know what machines they have. But anyway, this is able to transfer 25.6 million RF a tick. That other one could only do 1,000. This is in the millions. So this was really important when we were doing our quarry that required huge bandwidth of power, huge RF per tick. But I'm also, because Tesseracts have no bandwidth, they can transfer, you know, an infinite amount of RF a tick. It's based on you inputting it. This is one of the only blocks in the game that I know of that can, in a single output, transfer such massive amounts of power. So that's why these Ender IO capacitor banks are just insanely valuable, you know, as far as usefulness. So very cool. Anyway, we have this done. It's a full chunk. I hope that was useful information to some of you that didn't know or didn't understand why I did that, but that's why I love the capacitor banks. I don't like that they're so big, but the fact they can do it all in the single spot of the block, transfer that much, is incredible. Anyway, yes, we filled in all the glass. Cool. I should go turn off our little Botania type of thing, getting all those flowers. I'm sure we have a ton now. I had like 0 roses before. Let's look now. Oh, that's a biome's a plenty rose. Crud nugget. What kind of red is it getting? I know we're getting some type of red. That's confusing me now. All right, let's go over to the spawners. What are you getting for red? Is it called poppy in this version? Yeah, that's why. Okay. Maybe we had more and I was just looking it up wrong. But in any case, that can be shut off. So cool. So we're doing good. I haven't had to run any of our spawners for quite some time now, just because I had them running for just weeks on end, and we have so many of every material. When we need it, eventually we'll put it in. So cool. So we've got all that stuff done. We ended up not needing the red anyway. Very cool. And speaking of our Botania thing over there, I think Botania will probably be the next magic mod that I get into in the next couple episodes. I want to get my head around it. There's a couple of items, baubles and stuff and such that I think would be super useful, and I'll see. Depending on how exciting or fun I find it will determine how long we do it. It's a massive mod though. It is extremely massive, and it's very difficult it would take several episodes. So we'll work through it. I'd like to learn it though. It's something new. So, and I'll look into a bunch of the other ones. You guys, it was really cool asking your suggestions of what you wanted to see and didn't want to see, because it's difficult to tell oftentimes whether I'm going in the right direction with something or not. But in any case, we're going to do a little bit more tech today. I want to find some type of teleporter so that we can now, with this glass here, since we can't fly through, be able to power our way through it to the areas we want to be. So for that, I think I'm going to use Ender.io. They have their teleporters. I'm not even sure if that's what they're called. Let's just look up Ender.io real quick. Hopefully it'll pop up soon. So I'll give that a moment. And I think I'm going to go sleep while we're waiting for that to show up in the NEI. And I guess we'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back. We are back. And do not worry, we're not leaving yet. We're not leaving yet, although we already are at 30 minutes. I can't believe how fast time goes by. I love playing ModSauce so much. I love talking to you guys, but I really got to be more mindful of how long I let my episodes be. There's just so much that I want to get accomplished, yet I want to talk to you guys too and show you all the stuff on camera. So we're going to try and really hurry through this travel anchor thing, and this may continue into next episode. But anyway, to get the travel anchor, it's no big deal. Now the next thing that we need for doing this is the Staff of Traveling. This is dark steel, no problem, already set up, but this Ender Crystal, it's kind of a pain in the butt. It's something that we can't set up necessarily to do with auto crafting, at least to my knowledge. If you can, please let me know, because I hate all these little things that you can't auto craft. Anyway, we need a soul binder, which I already have one, but we'll go through it. And we need to get some Enderman souls. We mix that with a vibrant crystal, which we do have all set up, and then it will make that with 10 enchantment cost. And that's the part where I don't think that you can any way to go around it for auto crafting. So anyway, we're going to go over to the spawn house. We're going to quickly, with our soul vials, also I didn't show the recipe, just solarium and fused quartz glass, which is a little bit of a pain, but not a problem, not a problem. So these guys, these soul vials, I guess they're kind of like the safari balls, maybe? Except I don't know if you can dump it back out. In fact, we'll have to test that. And let me make sure I have my way to get back home. All right, overworld, cool, we're good. All good in the hood. I don't think the end's been reset, by the way, yet. We're still due for that. Oh, don't get mad at me, bro. Should have brought a pumpkin head. All right, well, so let's pick up these guys. Just right-click on them. Bam, got them. Can I put them back down? Oh, so it is just like a safari ball. That's super useful information. All right, 5 left. Bam. And this way we'll stock up. We won't have to come back again anytime soon. Cool. So we got 10 of them. Let's head back home. Oh, man, I cannot wait. Once this is reset, I want to get into the hardcore Ender expansion adventure and mod. I think that would be cool. But anyway, so we got all these guys done. So the next thing that we got to do, we got to make a bunch of the, what was it, the vibrant crystal? I guess I only need one for now. So the vibrant crystal, cool. So let's take that crystal. Do we have 10 XP? Every time I go through dimensions, it takes away my XP. See? It went up and we have 23 actually. So a little interesting. Now this guy does require power. I might have enough power in him. Whoa. Let's plop you off. Where do we have some power coming in? All right, we do right here. So let's plop this guy in. Actually, we can plop you right there. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. All right, soul binder. All right, so throw in our crystal. Let's see if I can just shift click it. This is also, notice in the background, it looks kind of like a spawner. This is where I think you can make those, like fix the broken spawners by using the vial of whatever thing you want. All right, and then use player. Ooh, can we toggle this? Can it use another type of XP? Ooh, that's making me kind of excited. I'm thinking maybe we could somehow automate this. Maybe we can pump XP into this somehow. That would be pretty interesting. All right, we'll have to try that later. Anyway, use player XP. Bam. It's crafting. All right, and we got it. Sweet. All right, so we got that. Let's dump all of our Enderman. Oh, man. All of our Enderman vials out and our other empty vial. Cool, and let's make our staff of traveling. So it's just like a show. Sweet, throw that back in the system. So, these guys, let's try and get this wrapped up. I think we're going to have to continue this into the next episode because 10 minutes probably just went by. I don't know what the range is on these. I also don't know if they require power. Okay, allows transportation between anchors. Stand on one anchor, look at the other anchor. You can also use the staff of traveling. Can be painted. In the painting machine. So we could actually probably hide these to look a lot nicer. That's interesting. So what's the range on these? If I want to get, this is something that I frequently want to come over to. If I do that there, can I see that? This might be too far. Let's put on our charger. Is that charged up? Yeah, it's charged up. So look at that. Oh, that's crazy. So I can just look at it from a distance. How far? No way. No way. Look at how far we can see that from. Oh, I love this. No way. That is the coolest freaking thing ever. And it doesn't look like this needs any type of power. No way. Anyway, I think we're going to end it there. And I'm going to hide these. Start hiding these around in my base. We'll try and do some of the painter stuff next episode. Oh, man, look at this from here. I can go all the way to my... Oh, how did I not do this, like, forever ago? This is the best thing ever. And our rod is always going to be charged because our armor charges stuff. Oh, man. Now I got to find out what's the furthest distance you can do there. But anyway, yes. Like I said, we're going to try and not have the longest episodes in the world anymore. It's not going to be us. Not going to be us. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'm really enjoying the progress we're getting done on Kinko. So many of those details that I couldn't hash out myself. You guys just help out so much. So keep it up in the comments. Keep on helping me out. Keep on giving suggestions. Because goodness, I need them. I need them. And you guys are just so smart. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment helping me out. Or if you just want to say hi, that's cool too. In any case, hope you're enjoying your weekend. Enjoy the rest of it. See you next week. And peace out.